Just gonna make a short video on my tractor that I have for sale. Excuse the wind. 34 degrees and there's probably a 25-mile-an-hour gusty wind here today. But this tractor has about 3,500 hours on it right now. I did not clean it up at all. As you see, it is how it always is. You can see I got one small steering leak underneath here. I believe it's a line. Front right tire. You see it's got a lot of tread on it. There's some weather checking on it. It's not terrible. Got a set of 6 weights in the front. Alternator. I put it on new about 2 years ago. It's a Delco alternator instead of the original Lucas. I put a new starter on it about a month ago because I was having issues with getting it to crank over for me this winter. The battery is about 3 years old. I bought that right from our New Holland dealer here. Local New Holland dealer. Here's the tires. I would estimate about 40% tread. I believe these are original Kelly Springfield. They are 18.4 by 34s. There's no weights on the back. There's no fluid in the rear end or in the rear tires. You see there's a little bit of weather checking. There's a spot over on this other tire here where you can see it where it ran into something. It was towed at one time. It was something I didn't do. But you can see it's cut a little bit right here. Hasn't really affected the performance of it. Tires never go flat. You can see there's a little bit of oil here around the rear end. I believe that's just residual from hooking and unhooking hay binds and balers. It's 540 and 1000 RPM PTO. I have a 1000 RPM shaft that comes with it. The brakes in the back, I had someone was helping me with hay, and he had left the parking brake on and did about 8 acres of hay with it before he realized that he was screwing something up. So I had to take them apart and put all new discs and drivers in there for in the planetary. The glass is all good. There's no cracked glass. Three-point. I have the original top link for it. You can see there's some little dings and stuff like here. Those kind of got dinged up a little bit. The step has got a little bit of a bend to it. There is a slight oil leak. I believe it's from the valve cover. But I've had this tractor since 2017 and I've never washed the side of the engine, and that's how much oil it's got on it. Power steering reservoir, you can see there's some that drips right in this area. That's because I add to it because of the power steering line leak. I think twice a year I have to add to it. It doesn't go through a whole lot, so that's why I didn't fix it. If it's a deal breaker for someone, you have to let me know. The power steering gear in here is, you can see that at one time it was leaking, may still possibly be leaking a little bit. I didn't clean it off. As you see, it is how it was the last 5 years. Pipe coming off the turbo, I replaced that 3 years ago. Put a brand new pipe on it, and it got a brand new muffler at that time. I went through all the lights at one time and they all worked. I think there's some of the top cab lights that aren't working. I'll turn them all on here in a second. As I said, it's kind of dirty in here. You can see I got a bunch of tools and stuff in there, normal hanging stuff. This panel here on my cab kit is it falls off. These panels here too are also kind of loose. This one too. You can see it's peeling up right there. You could probably fix it. My panel up here, you can see this panel up above my head is missing the fabric. The rest of the fabric is fair. You can see I put a radio in it from a international truck. Radio works. It got a new blower fan that's up in here for the HVAC system. You can see back here, this here is kind of coming down a little bit. Like I said, there's nothing, it's not perfect, but there's nothing that's really terrible on the interior. I'll turn around here and show you the seat. The seat is a Caterpillar seat I bought from an auction. And I put it in there because the original seat was a pile of crap. It rolled like crap. The floor, you can see the floor pad is all pretty good. It's just a little bit dirty. See, I got a chain in case I get stuck. Power steering fluid. It's got a four high and a 2-speed here, and then it's got the button on the floor.